How's it going? It's been a little bit since I've shared any cooking videos with you. My job has sort of taken over my life a little bit in such a way that I don't have time to even cook for myself, much less make any videos about cooking. But one of the things I have been working on lately is really getting pretty strict with my diet. Um, for me, a keto diet is necessary for me to reduce the cholesterol and sugar in my life so that I can reduce the insulin in my bloodstream and therefore lose some weight. On that note, I have a sweet tooth. I love sweet things. And so I've been dieting for about 3 weeks now, pretty hard. And the results are there. But I am craving some sweet stuff. So today I wanted to try and make something that I think is going to be acceptable in my diet and yet will be tasty as well. Today we're going to make the world's healthiest keto chocolate chip cookies. So first of all, it's important to note I'm making a triple batch of these cookies just so that I have enough. What's enough? I don't know, but I think a triple batch will be. All right, so we start out the recipe by putting 3 cups of almond flour into a large bowl. We also add in 6 tablespoons of very soft butter. Now the recipe calls for 3 medium eggs and it says not large. So I only have large eggs, so I'm only going to use 2 eggs. 6 tablespoons of heavy cream, 9 tablespoons of granulated sweetener. Now we're using Swerve, which is a plant-based granulated sweetener with no sugar, no carbs. 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 1 cup of chopped dark chocolate. Now, I did go to my grocery store specifically looking for sugar-free chocolate chips. They didn't have it, so I did get this block of dark chocolate with no sugar in it, and I just didn't chop it. I sort of broke it up with a hammer. It was more fun that way. All right, so we mix everything together in the bowl except for the chocolate chips, and then we let it sit for a few minutes so that it can absorb the moisture. Then we add in 1 cup of the chocolate chips, mix that together, and then on parchment paper, we spoon out cookie-sized batches of the dough. And then we bake it in the oven for 13 minutes at 350 degrees. They're going to come out, and just like any other cookie, they're going to be super soft. We're going to let them sit and cool for a while before we try them. But when I do try them here in just a few seconds for you, we will see how they turned out. All right, we've had our lunch. We're ready to give these a try. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Well, they're really chewy and they're really chocolatey, but they're not really sweet at all, as you would expect they would not be. I would have hoped the Swerve would have sweetened them up a little bit. They're really cakey. I think I made them too big, which is okay as well. However, it's better than nothing. All right. Maybe there's ways to sweeten this up, maybe a little extra of the Swerve next time. Maybe we'll give that a try. But we'll have to experiment to get it right, I think. It's not quite right, but it is better than nothing. All right, Victoria is here. She's ready to try a cookie herself.
And I would like to say, oh, I'm intrigued. I kind of want to take this one that's got this big kind of weird thing there. Okay. Can I? I'm just gonna do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
Okay, so I broke it open, and that worries me a little bit. The way it didn't look like what I wanted. So I'm just talking through it. Ready? How would you like me to comment?
I want
I
you
mean,
to
like,
be,
what?
honestly.
Well, it's kind of layered. First of all, one big caveat is that I ate dark chocolate Oreos today. So that's my most...
So yeah, so that's really not a. I mean, you have that benchmark.
Exactly. That's why I brought it up. I was like, oh, wait. So, is it a dark chocolate Oreo? No. What is, right? But if someone said, you know what, here's some cookies that you could eat and be pretty consistent with your keto plan, I'd be like, this is good. So, from that angle, but if someone just said, here's a plate of cookies, I'd be like, oh, this kind of tastes kind of
You have to try them in context of what they are.
Right.
Because if you don't,
they're certainly not as sweet as most cookies. They're kind of bitter. Which actually I like dark chocolate. So did you use dark chocolate or the steep? Okay. Oh, okay.
Dark chocolate. With,
Okay.
I couldn't find any sugar-free milk chocolate or anything. So dark chocolate with no sugar.
Okay. And then the cookie part is almost a little I want to say it's like sandy. That doesn't really make sense. But you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's almond flour. It's not
right,
really
right. So it's not like it's not chewy. It's not crisp.
I thought it was like cake to me. Very cakey.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm going to eat this.
Yeah.
And honestly, if we had milk, if I'd been thinking to say, oh, get some milk, I would totally have these. And if I were like, I really want to stick with keto and I want to not have sweets, I would totally eat this.
Yep.
That was a really long version.
No, that's
Sorry.
fine.
I hope you edited a lot of that.
No, that's going to be the whole thing because I'm pretty much in the same boat. If somebody handed me that and said, "Here's a cookie," I would be disappointed. But knowing what they are for the purpose that they serve, they're perfectly fine. I'm perfectly happy with them.
You know what else? I can tell you right now, if I wanted something sweet at breakfast time, I could see how a nice cup of coffee with a little cream in it and being like, guess what? Here's a little sweet treat. It would really be great for a morning sweet.
Yep. So I think they're suitable for their purpose. They are a little expensive to make. If you don't already have the materials, if you don't have almond flour already, if you don't have the Swerve, which is what this is.
What?
Swerve. It's a plant-based sweetener. It's granulated sugar substitute, so it's
This stuff?
So if you don't have the materials, it's kind of pricey for the yield you get also. So really, it's a matter of how desperate you are for cookies, and I was pretty desperate. So anyway, I think they're fine, and I'm going to eat this plate. I'm not sure if Victoria's going to have any more, but I certainly will over the week. That's my lunch desserts and stuff. All right, well, that's it. Thank you very much for coming by and sharing the healthiest chocolate chip cookies in the world with me.
You want to catch the photo bomber?
Nah.
Oh.
All right, guys, we'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye.